Order! Order! You are an incorrigible delinquent at times. Behave yourself, man!
Now, you may remember we've reported before on how Formula One has paid less tax on its profits than, to be honest, seems reasonable, certainly compared to most other big businesses. The pressure was on tax inspectors at HMRC to strike a tougher deal. Well, that new deal has just been announced, and actually Formula One is now paying less tax than it did before. So how does that work? And how should everyone who pays the taxes expected of them think about that?
It's lights out and away we go!
The new Formula One season is underway. A fortnight ago, tens of millions of people around the world watched the first race in Melbourne. Formula One is awash with money and famous for its controversial tax affairs. News that the sport has just banked £180 million in a deal with HMRC has not gone down well.
Many people will think it is a sweetheart deal, and I can understand why they do. People enjoy Formula One. I enjoy watching Formula One, but we have to ensure there's a fair taxation system, and all businesses and all operations in this country should pay their way.
Liberty Media owns Formula One. The company's annual report and accounts were published last month, and they reveal that Formula One agreed a settlement with the UK tax authorities worth $253 million, around £180 million. The notes refer to the money as a net tax benefit, but don't explain why it was awarded. And the taxman's generosity doesn't end there. Liberty says Formula One paid a corporation tax rate of just 2% on its profits in 2017. The official rate of corporation tax is 19%.
Formula One stages races all over the world, but the company that owns the commercial rights to the sport is headquartered here in London. Most Formula One teams, including McLaren, are based in the UK too. So why did the taxman let Formula One off such a large tax bill? Well, we don't know, because Her Majesty's Revenue and Customs won't tell us.
In a statement, HMRC said, "We do not comment on individual taxpayers." Formula One insists it's done nothing wrong. In a statement, it said Formula One conducts all of its tax matters fully in accordance with applicable law. In an interview in 2016, the owner of Liberty Media, John Malone, said one of the reasons he decided to buy Formula One was the low rate of tax it pays.
And I just said, you know, eureka. And even the tax structure is brilliant. So the whole thing is just terrific.
The government has changed the law to tackle corporate tax avoidance, but this tax expert says the lack of transparency regarding HMRC's agreement with Formula One shows there's still a big problem.
Undoubtedly it's tax avoidance, but tax avoidance can be legal.
And this is legal, so why is it wrong?
Why is it wrong? It's wrong because we don't know whether it's right or not, and that's the fundamental point. We don't know whether HM Revenue and Customs have argued the right case because it's not been made public. We don't know whether they've got the resources to manage this, and we don't know what evidence the company has presented to prove that its case is sound.
Tonight, Formula One is limbering up for the next race in Bahrain on Sunday. Meanwhile, Labour is calling for the sport's tax affairs to be independently reviewed. John Hills, News at 10.